Thank you for watching this episode of TVW at Large. I'm your host, Dave Martinson. For today's story, TVW went to Seattle, where the Department of Agriculture was hard at work disposing of hazardous chemicals. As part of an effort to combat problems associated with stored pesticides, the Washington Department of Agriculture Waste Pesticides Disposal Program held their Seattle Collection Event.
This is our waste pesticide disposal program, and what we're doing is we're collecting pesticides that are no longer being used by whoever had them. Essentially, we're trying to provide an opportunity for these organizations to get rid of pesticides that they no longer need or can no longer use in a way that's safe, protects the environment, protects people.
The collection event allows consumers as well as government agencies to turn in pesticides for proper disposal. The collection and disposal of these pesticides is intended to prevent the chemicals from coming in contact with humans or animals or damaging the environment. Millions of pounds of pesticides have been collected through this program.
We're anticipating about 30 trucks to come by today, dropping off products that we estimate will weigh between 7,000 and 8,000 pounds. Altogether, we've collected through this program more than 3 million pounds of waste pesticides in the years that it's been in existence. And we've been collecting pesticides at these events since 1991.
Certainly one of the most striking aspects of the program is the hazmat suits, which are used as a safety precaution.
Most of the materials coming in aren't all that hazardous, but there's the occasional container here and there that is either very highly toxic or corrosive, or for some other reason you definitely don't want to get it on you.
Once the Department of Agriculture collects the hazardous chemicals, they send them down to Arkansas.
These drums are going to southern Arkansas for destruction, and so there will be a lot of people handling them. They'll be in different trucks on the way, so it's our goal here today, make sure it's done right to protect everybody down the road.
Money for this program comes from the Model Toxic Control Act. Originally implemented back in 1989 and revised in 2013, the act governs the cleanup of contaminated sites in the state. Funds for the account are made possible through fees and fines, as well as the state hazardous substance tax.
Through the Model Toxics account, we're a prevention program to help prevent hazardous waste sites from developing. There are materials that have been sitting a long time, and that's what these programs help, is a way of legally and properly getting rid of the old pesticides.
The WSDA website indicates that the department will provide assistance to consumers or agencies trying to determine if their stored chemicals are hazardous. That's going to do it for this episode of TVW at Large. As always, I'm your host, Dave Martinson.
Support for TVW at Large provided by the Washington Forest Protection Association and by the Washington Dental Service Foundation, funded by Delta Dental of Washington.